Good morning, dear Redeemer. In seasons like this, it seems that we are being led to think about our lives again and rethink and consider the sheer reality of what it means that God is sovereign and how his supremacy over all things works. It feels to me at times like this that I'm thrown back in the hands of God, not only the one who made me, but also the one who made plans and has got plans for my lives. I hope that's true for you, that you somewhere feel it's not about all these other things, but I'm in the hands of God. And dear church, we are corporately and also personally into some wonderful hands of a Father who loves us. We're not in the hands of a government. We're not in the hands of a virus or a fate or anything like that. There are no better hands to be in than in the hands of our Father. And let's for a moment look at his hands, his dealings with you and me throughout the whole of life. We find his hands to be the hands of a potter working with clay. His hands are the hands of a father who is disciplining his children, and the hands of a gardener, a vine dresser, and him pruning us so that we will grow. And the hands of a refiner sitting at a fire, using precious material to purify it and make it better and more costly. And for today, let's look at his hands being the hands of a potter working with us as clay. It says in Romans 9 verse 20, Paul says, "Who in the world do you think you are, to second guess God? Do you for one moment suppose any of us knows enough to call God into question? Clay doesn't talk back to the fingers that mold it, saying, 'Why did you shape me like this?' Isn't it obvious that a potter has a perfect right to shape one lump of clay into a vase for holding flowers, and in another into a pot for cooking beans?" His hands are on us, the hands of a potter. One hand is holding the clay steady in place, and with the other hand he is molding it and shaping it and giving it form. This one hand of keeping us in place, making sure we grow confidently in him, that we feel secure and steady and solid on the rock, Jesus Christ. Knowing that he is unchangeable, totally reliable, unconditional in his love towards you. That we can trust his word, that we can apply the truth of his word in our lives to keep us solid and at peace, that steadiness of his one hand. But there's also another side of his workings. In his sovereignty, he applies enough pressure at times through circumstances in life to model us and shape us. And you might actually experience some of it even today. And the challenge here in Romans 9 is about us agreeing with his direction and with his plans, allowing his hands to shape us and form us, to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. It speaks about our willingness to surrender our lives to him. Dear Redeemer, why not take a moment today to find that we can bring things before him, not just on a personal level, but pray for Redeemer, for us as a church, that we will recognize the hands of God on us, that we recognize those hands to be the hands of a potter, shaping us and modeling us, that he'll find in us a willingness to surrender our lives and to go with whatever he's got for us. May you pray and ask today, Lord, what is it that you want us to do? What direction would you like me to take? What people can I get in contact with and tell you about the gospel? Let's open our hearts for the Holy Spirit to lead us. Have a wonderful day.